no matter how we talked about it or programs, that it came down to money. That there was not money being dedicated to building more housing, and that you had people whose incomes were never going to let them participate in good housing without some sort of way to bridge that gap.
I think one of the things that enabled us to really take off quickly was the ability to leverage the mayor's vision of inclusiveness and the need for raising the level of discourse on affordable housing and reducing barriers, but it's kind of changing the culture about the way people thought of.
We had a council from the mayor on housing and homelessness, and part of that was looking at affordability in the Charleston area and thinking about, what are some innovative ways to approach housing issues in the city. The commitment of the city of Charleston through Mayor Riley as well as Charleston County, they seeded the organization to really get it off the ground. And we were able to go to the State Housing Finance Authority, and they funded us $1 million to really kick off the organization.
Today we're known as the South Carolina Community Loan Fund. We are a nonprofit community development financial institution, or CDFI. Our mission is to advance the equitable access of capital by providing loans, technical assistance, and advocacy for the development of affordable housing, healthy food, community facility, and community business enterprises in low to moderate income neighborhoods throughout the state of South Carolina. So I want you to imagine a neighborhood scattered with dilapidated houses, where families have to walk miles or travel long distances on public transportation just to buy groceries. A neighborhood with no daycare or health center, and no local community-based businesses in which families can buy goods and services. Now imagine if you could transform that neighborhood. Imagine if you could revitalize that community to provide affordable housing for residents, and a grocery store within walking distance, and maybe a recreation center and locally owned businesses. Maybe some of these residents are then employed at the grocery store or the recreation center, or some start their own business. Well, that's exactly what South Carolina Community Loan Fund is doing, and we're doing it simply by investing in community.
The Community Loan Fund has been a great partner in the area of quality affordable housing, which is one of the key kind of goals that Metanoia has in its work. The Community Loan Fund has provided financing for, I believe it was 6 or 7 homes. We've gotten, in its early days as the Local Country Housing Trust, we got grant funds for those homes, for homes in the neighborhood. And so it's really been an engine for us to be able to leverage capital, particularly a few years ago when the economy was going south. We were ready to be doing some housing work. We talked to a number of banks, and it just wasn't in the cards at that time, despite fairly strong financials and a good balance sheet. And the Community Loan Fund was there. And today there are people in this community enjoying safe, stable, affordable, quality housing because the Community Loan Fund was there. We didn't have to wait until the economy got better or banks opened up their credit markets to be able to continue to do the work that we're doing. And so that ability to keep moving forward has been a really a great thing, a gift the Community Loan Fund has given us. Homeowners or positive renters are really changing the dynamics on the street where they live. So we have one street not far from here where we put in, I guess, 6 homeowners over the course of a couple of years, and we saw the violent crime rate on that street go down by 64%. And so we see that homeownership is a key piece to community development.
One of the things as a mother, as a single mother in particular, providing stability for my family, something that is sure and secure in what is becoming a very insecure, uncertain world. And I think that, I know for me growing up, it was, no matter what was going on, I knew where my home was. I knew where I could plant my feet. And so I think that's important for children especially to have. I don't think I would be even thinking about buying a house if I did not have children. I think that they need that sense of home.
We were recently received funding from the South Carolina Community Loan Fund to open our Save-A-Lot grocery store here in Columbia, South Carolina. The South Carolina Community Loan Fund was excellent to work with. They were there side by side, step by step along the way to help us and get us where we needed to go to get this place open. We had about 800 people come in the store that day on opening day, with the whole entire community who came out to support. And the whole reason why we're here. We've brought extremely affordable prices to the community to provide to them. They no longer have to walk 2 miles in this 100-degree sweltering heat that we've had, or the rain, or pay taxis in order to just get groceries every day.
We met with the South Carolina Community Loan Fund Bank, and they saw the connection between retail development and neighborhoods and housing. And that's how we've come today to have Save-A-Lot in our community here at City of Saxon Homes. One of the things we looked at is for the residents that were living here that were low income, to go to a grocery store would take 2 bus transfers. The great thing about this grocery store is that people are walking here. They're carrying their baskets, they're carrying shopping carts that the store sells, that they can go and walk back and forth to, from their home to the store and get everything they need.
We received a planning and implementation grant from the South Carolina Department of Education. This grant was given on a reimbursement basis, meaning that we had to pay for items first, then receive a reimbursement for them. Being a new charter school with no background, the banks were not willing to take a chance on giving us a loan to pay for our supplies, even having a guaranteed grant. After facing many closed doors, one opened for us, the South Carolina Community Loan Fund. They were willing to help us set up a low-interest loan for the duration of the entire grant. Through the loan, we were able to purchase computers, provide effective staff developments for our teachers. We purchased desks for our students, and so much more. I can't begin to tell you how much the South Carolina Community Loan Fund has contributed to the success of our school. We could not have done it without them. Without the South Carolina Community Loan Fund, we would not have had the successful opening of a much-needed charter school in this county. D.P. Cooper Charter School is the only school within our school's attendance zone. As I stated earlier, we are very rural, which means that there are not too many businesses around here or a lot to do. So the school is the heart and soul of the community. Our students, they're very energetic. We have a lot of student activities here at D.P. Cooper Charter School. Our motto is failure is not an option, and we wholeheartedly believe that failure is not an option.
My name is Rob Cauble with R.W. Cauble and Company Hardwood Flooring, and we work with South Carolina Community Loan Fund to get the funding to purchase our new building, which will house our new offices and warehouse. This is our 20th year in Charleston. My father was in the business in the upstate. I came to college at Charleston here and started the business here, and we've been going ever since. I was looking to expand and get a new building to work out of a few years ago, and that was in the middle of the recession. And so I was talking to different business colleagues about options to get financing, and South Carolina Community Loan Fund was brought up to me. I contacted Patrick King, and he guided me through the process. Our main suppliers are probably within 2,000 feet of us here. So we've got a few employees that live here in the community. We support our suppliers that are here in the community. We've got a good relationship with other small businesses that are growing just like we are here in the community. So I think it's a real positive thing going on.
Well, I think that South Carolina still has a lot of challenges. I mean, we have still a lot of poverty, we have a lot of social inequalities, economic inequalities, and so this organization helps to provide, so much, not only in terms of housing opportunities, but economic opportunities, and really looking at the South Carolina that most people don't see. The South Carolina Community Loan Fund is working in these communities. They're making a difference. They're thinking about all income levels. They're thinking about all walks of life, no matter it's in the rural community or in the urban cities, and really just trying to transform the state so that there will be equitable opportunities for all.
Having well-built communities, having access to affordable housing really does change how people live. It's a great deterrent to crime and all the things that kind of detract from someone's quality of life. What they do in terms of access to capital is tremendous to moving the state of South Carolina forward.
We have that social responsibility to invest in the communities that we serve, whether it's affordable housing, whether it's financial education. I would encourage other banks to not only invest in the South Carolina Community Loan Fund, but to actually be an active participant, if not only South Carolina Community Loan Fund, but in the community development industry as a whole in the state of South Carolina.
I continue to invest because the organization continues to grow and it continues to have the ability to help more people. I believe in sharing the message and making other people aware of this incredible organization.